Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Beyond the Table podcast. I'm your host, Fudi, and I'm joined with...
Lore Master.
And...
Josiah.
Welcome back to the more serious side of Blue Cup Gaming, Beyond the Blue Cup. And this week, we've got a few news topics. Honestly, it's been a bit of a light
Yeah, it was a pretty slow week. I
Yeah.
got most of these topics at the beginning of the week, and then it was like...
Well, a couple of these
happening.
we've already mentioned in the last
Yeah.
Beyond the Cup.
We're saving it up for E3.
Yeah, it looks like all the news, and we'll still do the show next week, but
Well,
I think the
do
news
you,
is
do you
gonna
want to
be...
do a larger
probably
show
gonna be light
for
next week, too.
the E3 coverage?
I don't know. Everyone's going to be doing E3 coverage. We'll see.
Sure, yeah.
We'll see. We'll hit
Let's
the
just
highlights.
let's just be those guys and pick our favorite things.
Yeah.
Instead of
Talk about
E3
what we
and
care
We'll cherry
about.
pick what we like from E3.
yeah, we
Pretty
just say
Again, welcome.
Forget the rest.
Welcome if you're coming in from Blue Cup Gaming. Again, this is the more serious side of our shows. We do have a bunch of Let's Plays going up this week and next week, I believe, too. So we hope you enjoy that. And we hope you had a good Memorial Day. If you live in the United States, we hope you had a good Memorial Day, which by the time this airs will be yesterday. Which is weird because for us it's tomorrow. Try wrapping your head
Oh
around
no,
that.
you're
one.
dating the video.
Yeah,
I hate time travel. So let's just dive in. Doom.
Oh
Dude.
The
yes.
Doom teaser trailer has hit the airwaves, has hit the video waves.
It was cool to see Chris's live reaction.
I know, that was fun.
Well, okay. To be completely honest, my experience with Doom has not been big. I played the first Doom. I never owned it. I've just been able to, play short bits, and it was. I mean, I was obviously a lot younger when I played it. I wasn't alive when it was made in the first place,
Oh,
but
be quiet.
still.
Shut up. Just shut up.
But anyway, I have played it before. It was amazing. Played Doom 3, wasn't as mesmerized, but still fun series in general. And then to see them, I walk into our studio and I see them bring up this
Yeah, I was like, hey,
Trailer.
Lore Master, sit down and watch
and
this.
I sit down, I watch it, and then I just see this skinny demon thing with guns on its shoulders, and then it says Doom, and I'm like,
That's kind of the noise you made, too. All 9 seconons of that
Yeah.
teaser, 3 of which were
Three-
actual
yeah.
video, and the rest just says Doom.
that's all it needed to say.
All I needed.
It looks good. I'm wondering if this is Bethesda's big E3 announcement. I'm hoping that's not it.
They
Me too. I
probably
want-
have
I
something
want
because
Fallout.
they've had this in the works for a while, and
Yeah.
people have seen this and like more than this, like behind closed doors.
Yeah,
already.
that's true.
They just haven't put anything online other than this.
So
Let's just
Right.
hope it's their pet project and they're working on something big, like another Elder Scrolls
Yeah.
game or Fallout.
Fallout.
You don't want more Elder Scrolls?
I'm not big in the Elder Scrolls series.
I like the Elder Scrolls series.
I
but
know Jed, who's another member of.
But he's not on this show.
no,
so.
but he loves Elder Scrolls.
does.
Jed. Who's Jed?
And
Who's that?
my cousin loves. I have a cousin who loves Skyrim. Like
yeah.
Was he into Oblivion?
I don't know. I just know like he has sunk more hours into Skyrim, I think, than I have into StarCraft, and that's saying something.
That is
Yeah.
saying something.
But-
So nobody will beat my hours on Star Trek Online. Thank you, Steam
Yeah.
browser incompatibility, which let the game open every day since I had it.
But
Lovely.
on Doom, like this is just noticing an interesting trend recently where they put out tons of trailers beforehand, like even the little teasers, which this is. Like they had a Batman vs Superman teaser that was like 20 seconds long. Now they have this that is 11 seconds long. So they're gonna have teasers that are like
Well,
1 second.
I very much like this kind
here
of
you
thing.
go,
Like,
teaser photo.
I like teasers more than trailers, like until the reveal, because if you like, especially for movies, look at movies. A lot of like these past couple of years, a lot of the big trailers or commercials show all the big scenes in the
Pretty
movie.
much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
And it
kind of spoil
ruins
the
it.
movie. Yeah,
That's true.
I believe that a movie would have a lot more, depth to it if they just showed you just barely enough for you to
Yeah.
get interested in it. You come and see the actual story for yourself. I don't feel like I enjoy the movie as much if I can surmise the plot just from the commercial.
Yeah, that's true.
So
Sorry, I was setting stuff up.
right.
We
Set
had
away.
I
Yeah.
had so just to give you all a little bit of insight. who are watching this, I set up all our news topics beforehand on my computer, and I had a catastrophic system failure about
2 hours.
2 hours ago, which was
a while
about
ago.
5 minutes before we were supposed to start filming.
His baby got infected with a cold.
Yeah.
It's still not quite healed. We're gonna fix it in a few minutes, but let's. Anyone else on Doom? Are we good?
Well, I mean, there wasn't
It
really
looks
much to
cool.
talk
Well,
about.
I mean, I do think timing on it's good because there's been like a resurgence of horror games lately.
Yeah.
And
when Doom was the forerunner of
Doom
a
kinda
lot of the
was
survival
before.
horror genre.
but especially I mean, we talked about Konami last week.
Are they going to keep the BFG?
I hope so. But I mean, no, my point was, with Silent Hills canceled and PT now gone, like there was this big AAA horror game.
Is
horror
Bethesda
survival
gonna
game.
is Bethesda gonna be a rebound?
I mean, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that.
Come on, guys. I know Konami hurt you, but you can't be afraid to love again. Here I am. Accept my games.
Yeah.
So let's bring up a few other topics. We mentioned last week Nintendo was bringing back the World Championships.
Oh yeah. Did we get any any clues as what games are gonna be hosting for this?
So,
That was my question the
yeah,
last time we talked
on
about this. but-
IGN, it is saying that if you're competing in it, you're going to be playing from the NES Remix, which did they release that? I think they released that on the Wii U shop. And you're trying to get high score in a couple of games.
And it's a mashup, right? It's a bunch of classic Nintendo
it's
games
a
all in
ton
one.
of classic games, like 20 seconds of gameplay or whatever. Just little challenges from each game.
But they've announced locations. I guess the qualifying rounds.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're doing it at specific GameStop locations around the
GameStop
US.
or Best Buy? Best Buy.
Oh man.
Best Buy
Oh,
locations.
man.
It's okay.
Dang it.
That's
Yeah,
all right.
We're
Best Buy.
all indebted to GameStop in one way or another.
No, we're not. Some of you might be.
Well, I broke free of that, to be honest. The only reason I stepped into that place is to get games for
I
the
never
3DS.
go in there. Never walk in.
And hey, I cannot
Steam,
be
Amazon.
mad at
That's it.
GameStop
Steam loves me.
because I got my Fallout 3 Game of the Year edition that has all the DLC for free from my GameStop.
For free.
Yes.
Alright.
Did they see you take this?
No, they gave it to me. See, they cannot sell a game that is from another country. My copy of Fallout 3 Game of the Year edition is from the UK.
Oh, nice.
So they gave it to me for free because I couldn't process it.
That's
So
cool.
I go in there for Steam credits and I walk out with Fallout 3 Game of the Year edition.
But the
It was a good day.
locations
It was a very good day.
Not at GameStop. They are at Best Buy.
Yeah, they're at
I
Best
was
Buy.
wrong.
It looks like 2 in California, 1 in Florida, 1 in Illinois, 1 in Minnesota, 1 in New York, 1 in Texas, and 1 in Washington. So
No love for the East Coast.
no real love. I mean, technically New York, technically Miami, but like the mid
They're
East
wrong-
Coast,
Yeah,
there's
they're missing a
nothing.
big
They skipped
portion
us.
there.
yeah. And really, the Midwest really only has Minnesota and Illinois. There's nothing in the.
Yeah, but they all live on
Those
farms
darn
there,
Californians.
You know,
Well, I guess.
raising cows and.
Come on, guys, we're going off to California.
Oh, speaking of cows.
Oh yeah. No.
Oh, you didn't hear. us talk about
You weren't
that.
here for this discussion.
That's right.
So
I was not.
So The Witcher 3 has come out.
The-
I haven't played it. Have you played it?
I have not. No, I bought Witcher 2 when it was on sale.
Yeah.
I installed it.
And?
It will not run on my computer.
Oh yeah.
I had
you
it
had
at
to
the
have
lowest settings. Just everything turned way down,
Well, what
and
rig
it's
do you
just
run?
like the guy is like.
Is the game that
move.
graphic intensive, or
Yes.
does your
It
No,
is
no.
very graphic intensive.
The Witcher games are like super system heavy.
Yeah.
You've got to have a strong system to run those
I
things.
do not have a strong system, so.
So the reason why Josiah said, speaking of cows, is apparently there's an exploit in The Witcher 3 where you can kill a cow, skin it, meditate for 2 hours of game time. I think the time just you can hit meditate and time passes. The cow respawns. You can kill it again, skin it, repeat, and then go sell the cow hides. Now, I have not personally experienced this because I'm also not playing Witcher 3. I've got a huge list of games that I need to get through before I even think about it. But one of my friends is, and he was actually the one who told me about this exploit, and he said the way CD Projekt has responded to it is they just have a notice posted in town saying, for some reason we've had an influx of cowhides and we don't know why. And then he goes on to tell me that unlike monsters, the cow bodies don't vanish after time. So he goes, you know, if you do it, you literally end up with a pile of dead cows around you.
That's a fantastic way to.
But I love the fact that like CD Projekt's response wasn't to just
fix it. They played into it.
Yeah,
That's
they're playing into
this
it.
is a thing.
This is a thing now.
Check it out, guys.
Jumping back to Nintendo. Actually, I'm gonna save that. We'll let me.
Oh, it's a crying Pikachu.
Hush. Save
Who
it.
knows what we're gonna talk about?
Probably a
Actually,
crying
let's
Pikachu.
dive into this one real quick, if I can get it to load. We're currently running on my underpowered laptop.
Well, it's.
Well, go ahead, Josiah, because you brought this article to my
it's up.
attention. There it goes. No, it's not. Go ahead and start, Josiah.
So basically, Rockstar Games has filed a lawsuit against BBC because BBC had created a upcoming drama called Game Changer about Rockstar and the real life conflict between President Sam Houser and Jack Thompson, who is a lawyer and a critic of the GTA series. We're getting this from IGN, by the way.
We'll post the sources.
Yeah, we'll post sources.
Basically, BBC did not have Rockstar's involvement in this. They didn't ask them about it or anything. So they were not happy about it, and they want it to go away.
I was about to say they didn't really have. I didn't think they had grounds to stand on. And then I realized that it's a drama and not a documentary. Because I'm like, man, if it's a documentary, they have.
When you guys told me about
documentary,
this, and I heard documentary.
Yeah,
from
I
you
thought-
guys,
no,
I didn't.
So they're going for trademark infringement.
Well, if they were not involved and they weren't asked at all about this, then
Yeah,
they have a
that's
case.
Interesting.
Yeah, I am not the world's like. On the one hand, I think, you know, like it's a made-for-TV drama. I thought it was a documentary when I first saw
Yeah,
the
that's what I
hence
thought
that's
it
what you
was.
told me. So I was saying the same thing.
But you know, knowing that it's a drama, like, well, I guess it sounds like they're making a drama about the real life. Like these events are based on like what actually happened with these companies.
Oh my gosh.
What?
What?
This is the
I'm just-
first comment.
Uh,
I don't know.
oh, the internet.
I don't know.
Oh, the internet. Sorry, we may have to actually throw in a. Nah, we're gonna keep the show running.
Should I put a
Keep it going.
No.
Have you seen Age of Ultron?
No. No spoilers. Look, that's for our other podcast.
That's why he wants to kill us.
So, I don't know.
So
it's
they're
like,
going for copyright or not copyright. What is it?
Yeah, copyright
infringement.
Yeah,
I guess because they're using like the Rockstar logo in the drama and they're posing
Yeah.
as the
Well, they're talking
Rockstar.
about Rockstar
and they're
in
talking
general.
about real people.
I mean, yeah, I think technically they may have a case for
They could-
defamement,
Slander.
slander, yeah,
defamation.
character defamation. But I mean,
I guess that there's a big line between being informational and just making
You're
a
right.
drama
Yeah.
about real people could easily go south, especially if they didn't ask their permission for this.
no, you're right. I don't know. I'm just like a part of me, if I'm honest.
There are plenty of movies out there with real people in them that have the events and stuff like completely wrong.
Abraham Lincoln Vampire Slayer.
He's not here to defend that one. though.
Very true. But I
The
mean,
vampires got him.
I don't know. I feel like the BBC could have avoided a lot of the legal issues by like just slightly changing the name. Because so many, like how often do we see that in gaming? You know, all the fake sodas that are based
That's
on, and all the
true,
fake
yeah.
logos based on real things. In
Kind
fact,
of where like you can
Nuka-Cola?
tell
Yeah,
what, you
Nuka-Cola.
can tell what they're going for,
Sunset
but it's
sarsaparilla.
not, you know, it's not completely. Oh, this is obviously Rockstar.
Yeah.
So I was gonna say this. I just a little bit off topic.
Go ahead,
But we're
go
on
ahead.
Nuka-Cola anyway. I noticed when I was playing New Vegas the other day. Again, trying to get back into all of it, hoping that Fallout 4 is going to come out soon. But
We'll have to wait till June
Sunset
14th.
Sarsaparilla does not give you any rads, but Nuka-Cola always will. Are they trying to say something about Coca-Cola?
I think it's because it's Nuka-Cola, and
I guess those. I guess at some point in the future, we like our sodas to have some radiation in it.
Tastes good.
I mean, here's the thing. Like, I think Rockstar's quote is, "It is our obligation to protect our intellectual property."
Skeleton.
What?
So good heavens, that man skinned the skeleton.
It's a mask.
I
so
know.
the quote from Rockstar that IGN's leading with is, "It is our obligation to protect our intellectual property," which I mean,
There's a
that's
case
fair.
for
There's
that.
a case for that. I
Yeah.
agree. It's also their obligation to make sure they've got a working game, and well, Rockstar,
Did they fix
games in your court.
GTA 5?
No,
Well,
well, sort of. There's still some issues.
still though. I mean, I think it's an idea of rights here. I mean,
They have,
they're,
it's
Yeah.
their, yeah, no,
they're
I'm-
putting out a product is big, but it's not the same as somebody trying to
no, I agree.
butt in on there.
I'm just trying to zing them since I have
Don't
a chance.
don't try to defame them. The BBC's already covering that for you.
No, but I mean, like the thing with the mods, which
Yeah.
people getting banned, and like their whole someone led with, I can understand the BBC wanting to release a drama about them, especially when they had, and I'm not sure I have all my facts straight, so I'm going to tell you based on circumstances and say fact check this internet.
Please do.
Don't take what we say as fact.
But apparently, and I gotta find out, someone did a video where he kept calling Rockstar because his account got hacked, which is something else that's been happening rampantly. And he kept calling, and they kept hanging up on him. And finally, he got someone there to admit that the higher ups at Rockstar told them to just hang up on anyone who called in with that issue.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That is not a good work
Brutal.
ethic.
Nope. And I like, that is just information I pulled from another podcast, not ours. So I would say confirm that. In fact, I'll see if I can. Apparently, there's a video of this, so I'll see if I can find it, and if I can, we'll link it when this goes up on Tuesday.
Certainly.
So let's move on from, speaking of like people who make games about cars.
Is that Lelouch?
Is that what?
Lelouch.
I have no idea.
You guess you haven't seen that.
about anime.
This is a gaming podcast.
Yeah, but there's a picture.
This is a
Get your
gaming
animus
podcast.
out of here,
My
Chris.
animus?
No animus on this podcast. Save that
Okay.
for across the table.
Yeah.
So
We don't talk about that on Across the Table. We don't talk about anything but cameras, apparently.
you can talk about it on across the table. I
We're
don't care.
reworking it.
Yeah. It's being
You
reworked.
got-
For
you
those of
guys-
you who are wondering, yes, across the table is still being reworked.
For another week, no
Well-
across the table.
Our only hope is on a very well-deserved vacation
Only
this
hope.
week. So he should be back. He'll be back this week because he's actually editing this. So it'll be up on Tuesday.
It should be up on Tuesday.
It'll be up on Tuesday. Moving on. Need for Speed reboot.
Reboot. This is the game series, not the movie.
Right. And go ahead, Josiah.
So
Take it away.
basically,
Nope, I don't have my prop with me. Sorry.
You don't?
EA
What
is
prop did you have?
rebooting the Need for Speed series, and they're calling it Need for Speed.
How original.
Getting
Well,
back to the basics.
I mean, Tomb Raider.
That's true. That did pretty well.
What
But
else
you don't
rebooted?
play
Something else
those
just
games
rebooted.
for the story.
Actually, I heard Tomb Raider had a really good story.
oh, well, yeah, the newest games were apparently really good.
Yeah. So, they said they're going back to their roots. Deep customization, authentic urban car culture.
We'll have our resident
Nocturnal
Jed
open world.
see if that's true or not.
Narrative.
I mean, EA, if you want to send us
Need for Speed
a
games known for their
preview
narrative?
copy. No.
That's interesting.
Wait, they
They're
said
not.
That they
narrative?
would note that. Yeah, it's
Wow.
the last thing they put on there.
Now, I played Need for Speed back in the day, which I had a prop here that I have lost. It's my old copy of Need for Speed Underground on a CD in a jewel case. Yeah.
Just looking for it.
Yeah.
Well,
Chris,
'cause I saw it
it's
on
at
the
least
table.
10 years old. I don't remember how old it is, but
Just the fact
where
that
is
you
it?
that you own an
Underneath
actual
the,
disc copy of this game.
yeah. Hang on.
that
hang
that
on.
tells you it's
Hang
old.
on, folks. Just 1 second, guys. Keep talking. I'll be right back.
So,
yeah, there's
how about the Knicks?
the promotional image for this is basically like the front of a car, kind of
Looks like a Mustang.
diagonal, and it's very similar to the shot on this underground.
Why would you put neon on it?
Why not?
So,
Just because you can. I
Good
guess.
point.
this is my 2003 copy of Need for Speed Underground.
That's history right there, folks.
Old school. Put that in a museum.
But I mean, seriously, if you can go back and play this, and like the graphics aren't the greatest, but it holds up really well.
That's good.
I was actually really thrilled to find that the other day.
And you toss on the ground.
Yeah, we'll fix that later.
Yeah, being a Nintendo
After
system guy,
after I said very specifically it is history, folks, and you toss on the ground.
Hey,
I don't really have much involvement in racing franchises other than Mario Kart. So I never know what the difference between
I
the
have
ones
put a lot of
are.
hours in pole position. If you guys know
wow!
what that game
I
is.
remember.
Yeah,
I had an
old
Atari. I
school.
remember pole position.
And that was pretty much it for me.
Nice.
Unless you consider Excite
Yes.
Bike an actual
Oh
racing game.
man. Okay, going back. I hope Excite Bike is in that Nintendo pack.
Oh,
please! Oh please!
What was the challenge? Go this far without overheating your engine?
I loved Excite Bike. I spent so many hours. We would spend hours designing tracks and then racing each other's tracks.
We would design a track specifically for the purpose that you cannot go that far without breaking your engine.
Fuck.
We were mean.
So,
we did build one that was completely like in the air. We had the elevated track going for us.
Those are great. So anyway, Need for Speed reboot coming out. I'm looking forward. Like, I'm not into racing games the way Jed is. Like, he plays Forza.
Oh, he plays
He
them
bought an
religiously.
Xbox 360 just to play Forza.
Just
Yeah,
for that one game.
He plays Grid 2. It's like if it's a that horrible one Ubisoft release. Oh, the crew. He plays the crew. Like if it's a driving
He
game.
played the crew.
but
if it involves vehicles, Jed is into it.
but like I remember Need for Speed Underground and the car customizations, and it was all like they're not kidding when they said a nocturnal open world, because it very much was like you could go driving around in traffic and all of a sudden someone would challenge you to a race and it would just be on right there.
That's cool.
And so yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And we didn't watch this, but apparently this also has a short teaser trailer.
I didn't see that.
So
I
we'll-
think this one's 10 seconds long.
yeah, we'll post a link to this in as well. Let's see. Go ahead. Okay, I'm gonna give away this topic to the other two because this is something I care nothing about. And I'm sorry. I want to inform you guys, but I just can't be asked. Go ahead.
So, back to Nintendo.
Yeah,
They-
Nintendo.
Nintendo. They recently confirmed a new Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon game coming up for the 3DS. I don't think.
Title directly from IGN.
Yep. And it's apparently coming to North America late this year. So, it's a interesting, time to announce that it's coming. I have not played any of the Mystery Dungeon games.
I have.
How are they different from regular Pokemon?
And the mystery, I can only speak for the first ones that they made. But the plot is basically you play as the Pokemon.
Huh.
Again, I can only say for the first ones that they made, you start out, you take a questionnaire at the beginning of the game, and they choose by how you answer the questions what starter you are.
Okay.
And you play the game as a Pokemon. It's pretty interesting. You go into a dungeon, fight other Pokemon. It's like a. Has anybody ever played those old Maze Runner games where you go into a big labyrinth and you try to get collectibles and nobody?
I mean, maybe.
Well, basically,
You're not doing a very good job of describing how the game.
I
know
haven't
exactly
played
what-
the game in a while, to be honest. There's actually a pretty good story to it, and not much to say about the gameplay. It's just a big maze game. You go through a
Okay.
maze and you fight other Pokemon. You can get them to join your team if you defeat them.
It's cool.
Pretty fun to waste time on.
Yeah.
I'm sure
out.
they're making more of them, so I'm sure the game got better as it went
Somebody
along.
must like it.
I mean, it's also just the fact that hey,
get to
we've
play as
got
a-
a popular franchise. Let's make a game based on
Yeah.
it. How many Mario games are there at this point?
I stopped.
A lot.
Yeah.
I hope I don't get hate for this, but I just stopped caring about Mario a long time ago.
Get off my podcast.
Get out of here. Chris.
No.
Just you
I
wait until
understand,
they
actually.
announce Super Mario Sunshine 2 at
Well,
E3 this year.
that I would be pretty into Super Mario Sunshine
That'd
too.
be sick.
I never played Super Mario Sunshine.
It-
so I
it's
guess
really
I now
good.
have to leave.
Yeah, I know you have to leave.
Yeah.
While we're on the subject of Nintendo, let's talk Splatoon.
Splatoon. Talking a new IP from Nintendo.
Yeah,
I haven't
I'm,
seen one of those in a while.
What was their last new IP? Was it Pikmin?
I do not remember.
Let me
Pikmin
rephrase
was
that.
on the GameCube.
Let me
so I don't
rephrase that.
think so.
What was their last new IP that people actually cared about? I
People
know
like-
that's
people
harsh,
liked
but
Wii Sports. I liked Wii Sports. It was a fun time.
yeah, but was that an IP they really have taken advantage of? They made two
What?
games.
What about
That's
the
true, they did
Miiverse?
that. The Miiverse. I don't.
Miiverse?
Does
Yeah,
that count as an
like-
IP?
I don't
I'm
know.
not sure. It started just as a thing you could do on the Wii, but then it started making all these games
I'm
about it.
sure they made some new IP, but I do not remember like recently.
Like there's Zelda, Mario.
They've had countless IPs that they started but never did anything with.
I know. I mean, they've got
But
tons of
That's
great.
the thing. Like they know they're going to make money with Mario and Zelda, and then when they do new things,
Yeah, but I
people
mean-
don't buy them as much, and then it's like they become cult classics or whatever. And it's like people should have bought this, but nobody bought it.
I mean-
we want new IPs. Nobody's gonna buy the new IPs, so it's a money thing. But it's nice to see them doing something new.
But they've got so many. Like to me, they've got so many great titles they're just sitting on. That they like. Okay,
Yeah.
so what have we?
Metroid.
Yeah, hang on.
Excuse me.
what do
Jump
we?
the gun there.
Yeah, what do
I
we
want
see
to.
from Nintendo regularly? There's always Mario games,
Yeah.
and I'm including like all of the like not just Super Mario Brothers, but all
Yeah.
the adjacent stuff: Mario Party, Mario Tennis, Mario Kart.
Mm-hmm.
So there's Mario, there's Zelda, Metroid. As you jumped in, those are like the big three that are always on every console.
Yeah.
But then there are titles like they haven't done any with, but F-Zero was an amazing racer on the
Yeah,
SNES.
they haven't done a new one since the
Even though
GameCube.
you can't go 3 seconds driving the Sims without crashing. It was fun though.
It's hard.
Star Fox.
Star Fox.
Oh, yeah.
They haven't. They did the remake for the 3DS, and I think they had original ones on the regular.
Well, the
DS.
internet was helpful.
Is there anything? Did you look at?
No, just a bunch of idiots arguing about Nintendo
Oh,
and
boy.
their non-existent new IPs.
Star Fox. Castle. No, Castlevania's not.
Punch
Nintendo.
Out.
No.
Punch Out.
They had a Punch-Out game for the Wii.
Did a reboot of Punch Out.
Yeah.
A good reboot.
Yeah. Pikmin, as you said.
yeah,
before.
Pikmin, as I mentioned. Pokemon, which
Pokemon,
I think
that's true.
started off as a third party, but it's now first party.
Doing a lot more
I
stuff with
don't know about
Pokemon.
that. But
What is the tactical game, which I should know because I
you're
love
talking
tactical
about
games? The one on the 3DS.
yeah, Fire Emblem.
Fire Emblem. Is that a Nintendo property, or did they just happen to be in Smash Brothers?
I think it is.
Pretty sure it is Nintendo property.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm kind of just running in my
Yeah,
head through the Smash Brothers roster
Yeah, yeah.
and trying to figure out, all right, what
get
game
you.
is this character from?
This was a failed one.
Was that?
okay.
Gozer for
So,
the-
Yeah, it's
you know,
just-
I'm excited. Splatoon is.
Apparently they go
It
anywhere.
looks like I've just seen video of gameplay. I haven't. had
Oh
a
wait,
chance
oh
to-
wait, this is actually like a list of all the games that they had since 2004.
But
all
is
the
it
IPs.
actual Nintendo?
Giant bomb.
Oh, okay.
New
It is Nintendo.
IP since 2004.
Well,
Trace memory, Geist.
Flip through it and tell me if you see anything like that. They're
that they're still
like,
doing.
Actually,
Yeah.
Does
Endless
that mean Day
Ocean.
of Crisis with
Sorry.
Nintendo?
so Splatoon.
Rainbow.
It's a third person shooter ish, and it's like
is it third person?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
And the entire point of the game
Xenoblade?
is to paint the
Are they doing anything
environment.
with
Oh,
Xenoblade,
Xenoblade.
that's
okay.
right. They
Yeah.
got the new one coming out on the Wii U.
Yeah.
Did
in like
they-
a month.
That was not. That wasn't the originally a Nintendo IP. Didn't they just buy it? Like they purchased the IP.
Well, it's since 2004, so
was
okay,
it-
fair enough.
I think it was like Monolith Soft or something like that, and then they, I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, they got little indie stuff.
So yeah,
Yeah.
Person's face.
I think that's the only
Yeah.
memorable one that they're still doing stuff with. I see on this
so
list.
I mean, I'm excited. It's new IP.
Yeah.
The
looks
gameplay
fun.
looks fun. It's
Yeah.
very vibrant. It's like
it looks really. I mean,
it's a shooter that you can play with your kids.
Yeah.
You know, which I'm not a dad, but
Yeah,
I
like
know
my-
plenty of.
My
Well,
younger
you
brothers
have-
own a Wii U,
you have
so
your baby.
I'm gonna
Oh,
be
be
playing
quiet.
with
That's
this
my
with
computer.
them. So
Yeah.
I'll let you know how it is.
All right, I appreciate that. I mean, it looks like, and the fact that it's like a non-violent shooter where you're like the goal is to paint stuff.
like
Yeah.
hippie mode on
But-
Serious Sam.
Hush,
Yeah.
don't no spoilers. But I'll also add to that I like the mechanics, like where you can turn into the squid and dive into the ink that you
Yeah,
just
that
put
is
down.
pretty
That's
cool.
really cool.
Yeah, they definitely do a lot of inventive stuff with this, even though you see it and you're like, oh no, Nintendo's doing a shooter. It's like,
but
no, they're doing a Nintendo
But it's a
shooter.
Nintendo shooter.
it's,
Yeah.
Exactly.
it's like Mario Kart. They're doing a racing game. Yeah, but it's
Well, it's
Yeah.
the
It's
same
Mario
backlash.
Kart.
It's like the same backlash that they got when they tried to do like a Zelda Dynasty Warriors. Is Zelda Hyrule Heroes?
Hyrule
And that was
Warriors.
Yeah, Hyrule
apparently
Warriors,
that's apparently the best one
Apparently, it's a
out
really
of all the Dynasty Warriors games.
apparently it's a really like by itself. If you they don't count it as a game in the series. They count it as its own thing, and doing that, it's apparently a really good game. I
Yeah.
haven't been able to play it, but
Well, now that I have access to a Wii U, I'll probably be picking it up.
oh, I would love to play some of it when you
yeah,
get the chance.
I mean, I can't wait. It looks super fun.
you get to play as the bad guys. You've never been able to do that in a Zelda game before.
Cool.
But yeah, and what is it? They took the fighting genre and made Smash Brothers,
Oh yeah.
and
Yeah.
that's phenomenal.
Yeah, they always do cool things when they
Finally
branch
put
out.
Mewtwo back in the game.
Oh please. Anyway, so I'm excited to see what they do with Splatoon.
Yeah.
I think it's got, it's a new IP. It's got a lot of potential. It like again, I haven't played it. I've seen lots of gameplay video. It just looks awesome. So I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to it.
And speaking of just, Nintendo and E3, Retro Studios have been quiet for a little while. They were behind the Metroid Prime games and the Donkey Kong Country Returns games. And it will be I'm excited to see if they have anything for this E3. 'cause
It'd be
they've been-
nice.
yeah.
They've been
'cause
quiet for a
it
while.
was like
Oh yeah.
Donkey Kong Country Returns, they're great games, but like make an original IP, like that would be awesome.
Or I would even like to see a new spin on the Donkey Kong Country games because aren't they all?
I'd like to see a
They're
new
all
spin
2D
on it.
platform or 2.5D
Yeah,
platform.
With the
they
exception
are.
of Donkey Kong Country, but that was made by Rare.
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 It was made by Rare. Yeah.
Bleh.
I remember. I spent a lot of
Rare.
hours into that game.
Speaking, enunciating.
So, I have pulled up Giant Bomb's list of what's coming out this week,
Oh.
and I'm not getting hit on everything because let's be fair, most of these games we don't care about.
You're correct about that.
But let's touch on some of the ones that I think look the most interesting / the most fun.
I see an interesting game right there.
That's not on the list. Street Fighter 4 is coming out on the 26th.
That's for the PS4,
PS4.
edition. It's already been out on other consoles.
Yeah.
but, yeah.
Also on the PS4, Magica 2 is coming out, which I think, are they getting it first? Is Magica 2 out on PC?
Is it?
I don't know. Magica's out and Magica Wizard Wars is out. I didn't think Magica 2 was out yet.
It's definitely not out yet.
Okay.
Is it coming to PC?
Wait, go down, go
Let me
down.
pull it up
It's
real
not
quick. Hang
listed
on.
Oh.
I want to see.
I
I'm
played a
curious.
bit of it on
Yeah,
PC.
it's on
It's
PC.
pretty cool.
Okay, I think maybe it's coming out to everything on the 26th. Not sure. So, well, Magica 2 is coming out on the 26th. Not quite sure on what platforms yet, but it is coming out.
It's coming out in 2 days, so
Yeah. There's a new I don't know how new it is, but there's a Guilty Gear game. Guilty
There's
Gear. I can't pronounce the. Go ahead.
Guilty Gear.
Thank you. XX tilde core plus R
Yes.
Yeah.
Who names these things?
Japan.
But I love the Guilty Gear games.
Good games let the gameplay speak for itself, not the name.
Yeah, well, Guilty
This
Gear is
is-
definitely
yeah.
one of those. It's a fighting game, but the music on them it's so good.
I see a
like-
Mega Man 8 Anniversary Edition.
Yeah, that's on the PlayStation Network, I believe, PS3.
Fighting games are like, I've always wanted to get into them. It's such a big like initial hurdle to actually get good at a
Yeah,
fighting game.
If you want to get into a fighting game, like find one that's got a good tutorial on basic fighting game mechanics.
I've never been good at fighting games.
Skullgirls, and I know there's another one. One of the one.
I did get that on.
What's the one on the Xbox
Humble
One?
Bundle. Xbox One, Killer Instinct.
Killer Instinct,
Yeah.
from what I've heard, has got a really good tutorial. Skullgirls on PC has an amazing tutorial.
I do have that game.
When you boot it up, play through the tutorial, it teaches you all these crazy fighting game mechanics beyond
Yeah.
button mashing.
Actually, I think one of the reasons why I don't really go towards those is because a lot of the games I tried playing that were fighting genre were just button mashers. So there wasn't too much skill involved.
Got to get away from Mortal Kombat.
Well, here's the thing. Okay, so there's a big fighting game convention that happens in Las Vegas, and I believe it's called Evo.
Yeah.
And
Viva Vivo.
Like-
Viva Vivo.
Evo, but like watch the streams on it, and if they show like the people playing, like these
Just kinda
guys
watch
are-
their play style.
it's just so fun. It's like, why are they not highlighting this on esports? Because these guys are fun to watch. They have their own
Yeah.
swagger.
Man, they get so into it.
Yeah.
Their tournaments are super hype.
And last year, the Smash Brother tournament with the when someone playing as Pikachu force stalked a Fox player, it's
Yes,
like,
I saw that.
You have
actually.
to watch that video. It's crazy because and like I don't like Smash is fun, but I'm not a huge Smash player. I'm watching this video and
It
I'm
is
like,
fun to watch people who are good at it.
yeah. So, but to me, the Guilty Gear games, like, to me, Mortal Kombat always seemed choppy, like in the animation, and I never could get into it. The Guilty Gear games, love, super smooth, super stylistic, amazing soundtrack,
Yeah.
super fun.
Well, I mean, it's coming out. I'm sure that we'll acquire a copy and we can all see what we think about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's coming out for PC, so I'll probably pick it up. I probably won't pick it up till it goes on a sale, because I already have a couple Guilty Gear games on my PC.
Well, then I would love to see those.
And I also have BlazBlue, which is made by the same
BlazBlue.
team. And then finally, Splatoon. There are other games coming out, but like I said, I'm just highlighting the ones I think are interesting. Splatoon's coming out on the 29th.
29.
So that should be interesting to see.
Yeah.
When are you going to pick it up on
I'm
release?
pretty
or-
sure my brother is going to pick it up, so
Okay.
I will.
So, so by next
Just play
podcast,
the demo.
you should at least.
I should have at least seen the cover.
Okay. Anyway, guys, that's it for our show this week. We hope you've enjoyed it as much as we've kind of enjoyed the process of getting
Oh
here.
yeah, just getting all this
man.
to work together.
Yeah.
I mean, this is still a new podcast.
It is a new
Yeah.
podcast.
We're allowed to make
Stuff
mistakes
out.
a little bit.
Lots of them. So this will be airing probably on both channels this week. So we won't be solo on Beyond yet. We'll still be on Blue Cup Gaming. So we hope to see you guys next Tuesday when the next episode goes live, and we might try doing some fun stuff streaming behind the scenes when we record next week, and you'll get to see all the bloopers that are gonna hopefully get cut out of this.
Hopefully.
We hope.
Come on, Jordan.
Yeah.
You don't let us down, man.
Yeah, you are our only hope. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. This is Fudi,
Lore Master.
Josiah.
signing off. Good night.